Okay, on Dugas. Oh, yes, thank you. Okay, so Ms. Dugas is on probation for the offense. Hold on, let me put it on. Of robbery, a second-degree felony. We were previously here, and she entered pleas of true to counts 1 through 12, all of the counts in that motion, second amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation. I received the updated pre-sentence report as well as a letter from Ms. Dugas. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
None from the defense, Your Honor. None from the state.
All right, and this was unagreed, correct?
It was a cap of 8.
Holmes, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've spoken with Ms. Dugas. Obviously, the various new offenses and violations is not acceptable through probation. She understands that. She stated that throughout this time, she did not have much support. She was going through a hard time in life, and she resorted to doing and committing these offenses, not being in obviously the right state of mind. Ultimately, Ms. Dugas is requesting to have the opportunity to be reinstated to complete probation, and she would like to address the court in regards to this as to her plan of how she can successfully complete if given the opportunity.
Okay, go ahead.
How you doing, Ms. West? I'm wasting your time. When I get out in the world,
Speak up.
when I get out in the world, I'm looking to do everything in my mental power to complete this probation. I know it's going to be extended if you do grant it to me. Like getting me a job. Staying out the way of bad company. Being a better.
Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 2, 3, and 4 freely and voluntarily? And because they're actually true. I have some documents here on the computer that you've signed with Mr. Parker. Did he go over these before you signed them? And you understand if I go along with this and continue you on probation, you won't have any right to appeal. And it looks like what the agreement is for me to continue you on probation, order that you do the 30-day program at the Franklin House. You will be, my computer's stuck. There we go. In addition, you'll be on the high-risk caseload through MHMR, which will give you all the tools, hopefully, that you need in order to be successful and make better decisions. Do you understand? I want you to know that if I go along with this and give you the opportunity, it sounds like probation, everybody wants to work with you, you need to do everything you're supposed to, because if you're back in here again, you probably will not get the same opportunity, okay? So I'm going to find state tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Any evidence Ms. Williams isn't competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 2, 3, and 4 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow the agreement, continue you on probation. I'm going to order that you enter and successfully complete the 30 days at the Franklin House. You will be on the high needs caseload so that you can get any help you need and follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. You cannot use marijuana. You cannot be out of your house. You need to do everything you're supposed to, okay? This is your second chance or third chance. It's time to make sure you do everything correct, okay?
Your Honor, I'd like to represent the court. She has done all her classes where she can become up. Requested that she needs some type of therapy, which I think MHMR will help. And so she
Perfect.
requested that on her own, and she's wanting that.
Well,
So I
and
think
that's
it's
when
a
it's going to
positive
work.
attitude.
Yeah, that's when it's going to work the best, is when you know you need some help getting through some things. Take advantage of the help. You're going to get it. And that way you can go on with your life, hopefully get that great job, and this will all be behind you.
If you need help, ask the probation. Don't be scared of them.
Yeah, don't be scared. They're there to help you. Ask ahead of time. Don't ask for permission. Don't ask for forgiveness. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you've waived your right to appeal. Good luck to you.
Just a reminder of the court, you might want to remind Mr. Millhouse about the court order regarding the photo.
Oh, yeah.
What happens when second chances run out? In today's courtroom drama, one woman faces the brutal reality of breaking the same law twice. From tears to tough love, watch as the judge lays down a sentence that leaves the entire room silent. And just when you think the tension ends, another defendant steps up, facing her own moment of truth. 2 stories, 1 courtroom, and a shocking difference in justice. Stay till the end, because what the judge says next might change how you see mercy forever. The first case involving Miss Dugas reveals the legal weight of unadjudicated probation. It's a rare opportunity. A suspended conviction that allows someone to prove they can live by the law. But once that trust is broken, the entire system snaps back. The judge's frustration wasn't personal, it was procedural. Dugas didn't just violate probation once, she reoffended in the exact same way that put her there in the first place. From a legal standpoint, that's one of the hardest things to defend. Probation is built on faith, on the idea that rehabilitation is still possible outside a cell. But the moment the defendant commits the same offense, especially a violent or theft-related one, the court interprets it as proof that leniency failed. The judge's words, "You robbed someone while on probation for robbery," aren't just emotional, they're the legal nail in the coffin. Notice the sentencing. 8 years, that number isn't random. In Texas, robbery is a second-degree felony. But when the court agrees to a cap of 8, it means the defense negotiated a limit. An acknowledgement that while she failed probation, the system still recognizes a degree of restraint. It's justice with structure, not vengeance. What's also powerful here is the shift in tone. The judge begins with disappointment, transitions to outright anger, and ends with a grim kind of compassion. The line, "You need to change your life or you'll never see your kids again," that's both a legal warning and a psychological reality check. Judges see hundreds of repeat offenders, and by this point it's less about punishment and more about trying one last time to make something click. Then we transition to Brianna Williams, a very different case, yet handled by the same court. Where Dugas faced finality, Brianna faced a lifeline. Because her violations, marijuana use, curfew breach, unpaid fees, fall under technical violations, not violent crimes. And that difference is everything. The judge's approach changes. Instead of anger, we see structure and support. Mandatory therapy, a 30-day residential program, and mental health supervision under MHMR. That isn't leniency, whites. The system recognizes that relapse and poor judgment can often stem from untreated mental health issues. This comparison between Dugas and Williams is a fascinating window into how American courts balance accountability and rehabilitation. Dugas burned her second chance. Williams still had one left. One faced 8 years, the other 30 days in counseling, same courtroom. Completely different outcomes based on choices, context, and timing. And that final exchange, "Don't be scared of probation, they're there to help you," is perhaps the most underrated moment of the entire hearing. It humanizes the system. It reminds both defendants and viewers that probation isn't a punishment. It's a bridge, but you have to walk it willingly. In the end, this case highlights a core truth about justice. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. The law gives room to fail, but only so many times. Question for you. Do you think the judge went too hard on Dugas, or was 8 years fair given her record? And do you think Brianna's second chance will actually change her life? Let me know in the comments.